Foley here tonight. Also, more education coverage now on your News at 10, protecting students from guns with guns. In September, Republican lawmakers passed a bill that allows school districts to designate teachers or administrators as school protection officers. After approval and training, the individuals we're talking about here would serve as the first line of defense for schools. Our Linda Ong learned it's a growing number. This is what a growing number of Missouri districts are considering.
Jennifer and David, since the Sandy Hook tragedy, schools throughout the state have taken a close look at security. Larger districts hire school resource officers who are on-site police officers ready to respond at a moment's notice. But most rural and smaller districts rely on local law enforcement to come in the event of a threat. In such dire situations, school administrators say they need to be ready to take action.
Make them count!
It's stress that's intended to rattle the average human being.
Every time that gun goes off, somebody's dying. Somebody's dying. Somebody's dying.
Tucked into West Plains is this firearm and situational training class for teachers run by Greg Martin of Shield Solutions.
We induce the stress on them so that they do miss. You know, the body can't go someplace the mind's never been. So we're going to make it hard on you here because it's going to be hard if that happens.
Rural schools are at the mercy of police response time.
Most of those school shooting incidents, they're over in a couple minutes anyway.
Among a growing number of Missouri schools that have chosen to arm teachers is Fairview School. Principal Aaron Sidow says it's been 19 months since the start of the program.
I would say that the response time would be seconds. From the instant something like that occurs, I mean, it's go time for those people.
Current state law requires school protection officers to pass criminal background checks and have a valid concealed carry permit. For Fairview teachers, drug, psychiatric, and mental checks, as well as reoccurring training, are added to the list.
It's not just go through a 40-hour course, I'm good from now on. It's a level of training that you've got to maintain.
But there is one element schools say is crucial to make the program work. Teachers with guns will remain anonymous, only known by law enforcement and school officials.
It's kind of pointless to have staff that are acting in a security position and have all those individuals known to the public, particularly if someone were of the mindset to come to the school and do ill intent.
Meanwhile, 2 hours away, Spokane school teachers practice their intruder lockdown drill. Ozark police officer Jeff Lofton says it takes time for law enforcement to arrive on the scene.
If you're given hurdles to these people trying to do harm to you, that's what you need to do. Buy us some time.
These teachers are armed with what is within their reach, but the school board is considering the possibility of adding guns.
It's another tool that we need to look at and see. Maybe this is something we need to do.
Superintendent Daryl Bernsketter says arming teachers would provide a buffer to police response, but has concerns.
I get a little hesitant to say is I really like to know how much training it takes and how much time they spend shooting that firearm and making sure they're safe with it.
Bernsketter says he's waiting to see how other schools implement the program. Until then, Ozark police and teachers work with what they have to prepare for what they hope won't happen.
To an extent, that is our job to teach students, but it's also our job to protect students. So that's a line that's very, very hard to balance. We're just trying to give our teachers tools to make sure that they can buy some more time.
Fairview teachers trained by Shield Solutions get a stipend through the company on top of their teaching wages. School protection officers are also a viable option for rural districts since it's less expensive than employing school resource officers. Bernsketter from Spokane School says he expects the board to make a decision around the end of this school year. But as you can see, the decision to arm teachers isn't easy for school boards. So we want to hear from you. What has changed at your child's school since Newtown? Join the conversation on our Facebook page and leave a comment.